Can you tell us how many locomotives you're going to get rid of, how many terminals you might close, a little more detail on how many more jobs might go?
We're in the process of eliminating about approximately 475 jobs.
I think what Lance said is right. The sides are pretty far apart. And I think, in large part, it's because the railroads are not coming to the table with a reasonable proposal. We are looking at a situation, reality right now, where the railroads have made over $140 billion in pure profit since 2015. And during that same time, they've laid off over 45,000 employees. So when you look at what they're expecting out of the current workforce and what the pure profits they're making, we need to make sure that these workers are being paid what their work and what they're worth and what they're delivering for the economy and for these companies.
What kind of situation are you facing on the labor front? We know that the labor shortage has been something that's perhaps a reason for why you haven't been able to deliver on the types of volume that you were hoping to. You mentioned those negotiations, the president getting involved this week to try to find a resolution. This has been something, though, that's been going on for, 2.5 or 3 years? So why the optimism over getting this resolved here? I mean, it seems like maybe if this were resolved a little bit earlier, perhaps some of the operation efficiency issues maybe wouldn't have been as elevated as they were during the last few years.
Well, a frustration of being stuck in negotiations. More than 100 people were at a rally today in Galesburg surrounding working conditions for freight train workers across the country. Many of the people talked with News 8's Jonathan Fong about what they're asking on the job.
They're demanding change.
That we're serious.
I'm just out here to fight for my brothers and sisters, man. It's been 3 years since any of our guys have had a raise. They spend countless hours away from their families, on the road in hotels. It's been tough, and I don't think anybody's asking to get rich out here. I think they're just asking to be treated fairly. We've always been a little bit short-handed, but when I hired on in 2006, if you heard about somebody that left the railroad with 10 years seniority, it was a talk of the section house for 2 months, and now it's an everyday occurrence.
Good contact! No! Good contact! No!
Said it's not the premier job that it used to be, with inflation going up and the wages not really going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, guys are not afraid to, walk away from this job anymore.
No peace! No peace! No peace!
It's time for the labor movement, for the labor unions to come together, to stand strong on firm ground and say, hell no, we've had enough. There's children in this crowd today. What their corporate greed, this railroad management is doing, not only to the railroad workers, it's affecting their families.
Rail workers and unions are hopeful for change.
We're hoping these demonstrations that we are presenting today will push the Presidential Emergency Board and the Class 1 railroads to consider giving us a fair contract.
I want one thing from you all. Stay loud, stay proud. Don't let them break you. Don't let them split you. We lose where we get split. We lose where we don't stay unified together.